Hello everyone. In the previous lectures, we have already seen about manufacturing, sale, import, then labeling of allopathic drug as well as manufacturing, sale, import, and other guidelines about the cosmetics also. Now, in this video, we are going to see the things about the Ayurvedic as well as homeopathic. In this book they have mentioned Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani combinedly, but in your syllabus they haven't mentioned the Siddha and Unani types of medicines. So in your syllabus there is only Ayurvedic and homeopathic. So manufacturing guidelines for the Ayurvedic, manufacturing guidelines for the homeopathic, sale means the requirement of selling of Ayurvedic drugs, requirement of selling of homeopathic drug, that is mentioned. Then import of homeopathic drug is also mentioned. Then the basic many basic guidelines for overall, as we have seen in the case of allopathic drug, means our normal drug, schedule H, X drug, those drugs, and also we have seen some such guidelines about the cosmetics. Now in from this video onwards we will see the guidelines for the Ayurvedic, and then in this video only we will see the guidelines for the homeopathic drugs. So for the manufacturing of Ayurvedic drugs, the manufacturing of the license for the manufacturing of the Ayurvedic drug, the application for such license is can be done in the form 24D, and the license is issued against such application is in a form 25D. So as we have seen in many cases, the application format is also given in this act, and the license format is also given in this act. I have already provided you in the WhatsApp group Drug and Cosmetic Act. In that you can see the types of various forms. So form is nothing but a format. So in that format they have mentioned, for in form 24D they have mentioned the how to do a application, and in form 25D they have mentioned the how do the licensing authority will provide a license. So this is about the manufacturing of Ayurveda. And loan license can be granted, means as we have seen the concept of loan licensing means I am not the person who is holding the license, but I can take a loan license, and then I can manufacture the Ayurvedic drugs, correct? So it can be done, the application for the loan license can be done in 25E against the in 24E, and in 24E the application can be done, and in 25E the actual license will be issued. Now what are the conditions for the grant of license for the manufacturing? As we have already seen, the means the conditions to manufacture various drugs, means schedule C drugs, schedule X drugs, which are the criteria for manufacturing those drugs are very stringent. So the manufacturing for Ayurvedic and manufacturing for homeopathic, the conditions to manufacture such things, or to conditions to grant a license to manufacture Ayurvedic and homeopathic, are not that stringent, but still we have to once consider those criteria also. If some of you want to open their Ayurvedic firm or homeopathic firm, then you must have known these factors, that what kind of requirements the licensing authority can demand, and what kind of conditions you should fulfill before they will grant you the license. So first and most important is the premises should be clean and hygienic. Then manufacturing shall be carried out in such premises under hygienic condition as specified in Schedule T. So as we have already seen various schedules, in Schedule T they have mentioned how the premises should be, how the hygienic conditions should be mentioned, that is given in the Schedule T drugs. Okay, then manufacturing shall be carried out under direction and supervision of qualified person who possesses. Now what are those degrees? A degree or diploma in Ayurveda, Ayurvedic pharmacy, Siddha or Unani systems of medicine, as the case may be. What does this mean? Siddha and Unani systems are not of our concern right now, because we are only looking for the Ayurveda. Now, if I want to manufacture Ayurvedic drug, then I must have the degree in degree or diploma in Ayurveda or Ayurvedic pharmacy. That is the condition. Degree in pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry or botany with 2 years postgraduate experience in manufacturing of Ayurvedic or Unani drugs is also considered. Now, botany is again the science of plants. So I think when we have the particular we have the sufficient knowledge of plants, and if we have the experience, 2 years experience in some pharmaceutical Ayurvedic pharmaceutical industry, then yes, we are capable to run our own these things. And that's why degree, either degree in pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry, or this criteria botany with 2 years experience is also considerable. Vaidya or Hakim with 4 years manufacturing experience is also means is also he can also, or that he or she can also manufacture the Ayurvedic medicines, Ayurvedic medicines or Siddha medicines or Unani medicines. But for now, you just remember Ayurvedic medicine. Pharmacist in Ayurveda of medicine with 8 years manufacturing experience, means if he is a pharmacist selling the Ayurvedic drugs more than 8 years or 8 years or more than that, then uh, he will consider for granting the license. Then license shall observe the following conditions. What licenses should observe? Maintain the records of manufacture and taste of raw material and finished product. Licenses shall permit the inspector to take the samples of raw material and finished products for taste and shall maintain the record of the same. Means allowing the inspector and maintaining the record. These are the two criteria. Now, sale of Ayurvedic drug. So for selling of Ayurvedic drug, no license is required. Okay, no license is required for selling of Ayurvedic drug. uh, uh, Provided that they purchase the drug from duly licensed manufacturer of Ayurvedic drug. As we have seen, for the selling there is no license, but for the manufacturing there is a license. In cosmetic also we have seen, for selling there is no license. You can find cosmetics anywhere. Anyone can sell the cosmetics. Even the grocery shop, even in grocery shop, in general store, even in small shops, there can be there also you can found that cosmetics can be sold, but provided that it can be issued from the licensed manufacturer. Means the manufacturing the cosmetics also require a license, as well as right now we have seen manufacturing for Ayurveda also require a license. Then prohibition for sale of Ayurveda. Ayurveda Following Ayurvedic products have means they have prohibited patent and proprietary medicines of which formula are not disclosed, and which are not prepared according to the schedule first. So these means those the formula is not known to those, means those preparations, those are prohibited. As Ayurvedic means that you cannot sell anything which the formula which is not known, and you cannot sell under the name of Ayurveda. Okay, then Ayurveda which is in the contravention of the provisions of this act. Now, provisions of this act means we have already seen the stringent criterias for schedule X drug as well as schedule H drug. Okay, so opium poppy, all of you know, it is a those the derivatives from the opium poppy, that morphine and all these drugs are considered under the schedule X drug. So although it is a plant, it comes under the schedule X drug. So you cannot cultivate and manufacture the schedule X drugs under the heading of Ayurveda. Okay, you cannot sell the Ayurvedic products. That is a prohibition. Now, how we will label the Ayurvedic product, that we will see quickly. The label should contain the following details: list of ingredients with their quantities, which is very similar than the allopathic drugs. Then in case of large list, it may be printed separately. But generally, all the contents which are there present in that particular formulation or preparation, those are given on that container. Medicine for internal use containing poisonous substance specified in Schedule E1 shall be labeled with words caution to be taken under medical supervision in English or in Hindi. Means generally people take Ayurvedic product without any consultation of doctor or without any consultation of registered medical practitioner. So in that case that condition should be mentioned in a local language also. So to be taken under medical supervision, this caution, although it is there in the English, it should be there in Hindi, because the layman do not understand English. So in order to understand it clearly that this medicine should be taken with a previous precaution, or the it should require a medical supervision, those things should be known to the consumer. That's why that should be there in local language also, or in the Hindi. So name of drug as per first schedule, then net content, proper name of substance in addition to any patent and proprietary name, name and address of the manufacturer, manufacturing license number, batch number, date of manufacturing, all should be there, which is the normal label we have formulated. If I don't know whether you have formulated any Ayurvedic formulation in Pharmacognosy lab or not, but in our case we have formulated the Triphala, we have formulated various those Vatis, and means we have formulated 2 or 3 Ayurvedic formulations also. So in that case we have labeled in the same way as we have labeled the allopathic products. And if you means even if you take any product of Patanjali, or even if you take any product of Dabur, or that Baidyanath, then also you will find a similar label than that of any Cipla product. Any Cipla cough syrup or any GSK cough syrup will be contain similar label as that of the Patanjali cough syrup or the Baidyanath cough syrup. So that is, some few things are common in both the cases, few there is some differences also. The words Ayurvedic medicine should be there. The words for external use only should be there. For the means अगर external होगा तो ही external होगा, means for external use only ये label सिर्फ जो drug external अप्लाई करने के लिए है उनके ऊपर, तो एलोपैथिक ड्रग में भी रहता है, कॉस्मेटिक्स में तो रहता ही है, एंड आयुर्वेदा में भी अगर फॉर इफ इट इज़ फॉर द एक्सटर्नल यूज देन दैट दिस लेबल शुड बी देयर. Then drugs for free distribution to members of medical profession shall be on label, not to be sold. We have also seen such medicinal samples, which MR samples we can say, those are with the doctors, means the so in that on that particular drugs or on that particular packaging also not to be sold, that label has mentioned. So packaging of the Ayurvedic drug, preparation with high content of alcohol, which is also called as asava. So they have mentioned some drug, karpur asava, then pain sava, then margamand sava, then preparations containing self generated alcohols, means maximum means they have mentioned the maximum size of those packaging is 15 ml. Means as if it is asava is nothing but the it contains the alcohol in it. So if it is a high alcohol, then the maximum size is 15 ml. Then if self generated alcohol means जो भी हमने फॉर्मुलेशन बनाया है उसके अंदर अल्कोहल जनरेट होगा, तो maximum alcohol maximum ethyl alcohol content in that particular product should be not more than 16%, and the size of that is a 30 ml maximum size. In case of Mrita Sanjeevani Sura, in case of Mrita Sanjeevani Sura it is 16%, and maximum size is 30 ml. And in case of Mahadraksha Sava it is also the 16%, but in case of Draksha Sava it is 120 ml, means you can find the big bottles in 120 ml in case of Draksha Sava, and Amrita Sanjeevani Sava it should be only 30 ml. So these are the some maximum size they have mentioned in case of Ayurvedic packaging. but only in which cases they have restrictions where the alcohol content is more in that particular formulation. So remember these things. Now we will see about the homeopathic medicine. So import of homeopathic medicine. Now remember, we haven't seen import of ayurvedic medicine. What could be the reason of this? Just think 2 or 3 seconds. The reason of they have not mentioned the import of ayurvedic drug is, I think, that ayurveda or the Unani or Siddha, these all these traditional medicines are originated in our country itself. So you cannot import, means you can import, but it is not the general case that in USA you will formulate this Mrita Sanjeevani Sura, and that then that USA people will be export you this particular Ayurvedic formulation in India. This is not the case. We are the people who have discovered this Ayurveda, and that's why we export the Ayurvedic formulations. We never import Ayurvedic formulation. This can be the reason they have not mentioned import of Ayurvedic medicines, correct? So import of homeopathic medicines they have given, because homeopathic is not of Indian origin. Homeopathy is not Indian origin, okay? It is somewhere else. Even Unani is also not Indian origin. Those Yunan is the space place. Yunan is the place where means is the other than our country. So I think there should be some guidelines, but other guidelines which have mentioned, they have mentioned in import of drugs in general. In that case maybe those drugs are included in that, but I think so Ayurvedic drugs we never import. So I don't think so the import of Ayurvedic drugs should be there, but import of homeopathic medicine is there, and we will see it now. For the import of homeopathic medicine, license is not required again in India, but for the import of new homeopathic medicine, written permission from licensing authority is required. If it is a new, then we that importer should convince licensing authority that it is not harmful and other things. Okay, then he will permit you. He will give you the authority to import those homeopathic drugs. As such, there is no license required. The imported homeopathic medicine should be labeled and packed in accordance with the rules that is there. Now for the manufacturing, again the application should be in 24C, and the license will be granted in 25C, which is very similar to that of Ayurveda, but only in Ayurvedic case it is a 24D, and here it is 24C. 25 in Ayurveda it is D, here it is 25C for license. Okay, then conditions, I think the conditions will be same, but I will read it. I will quickly read it for you. Manufacturer should comply the following conditions for the manufacture of homeopathic medicine. Manufacturing of homeopathic medicine shall be conducted under the direction and supervision of competent person who have at least 5 years of experience in the manufacture of homeopathic medicine. कितना एक्सपीरियंस बोला है? 5 years of experience. The permission of factory shall be clean and maintain hygienic conditions. Manufacture premises shall be separated from rooms for private use, which is this criteria is there in the cosmetics also. It should not be in the private rooms. Manufacture of homeopathic medicine shall be carried out with other system of medicine. Manufacturer of mother tincture shall provide adequate premises for staff and laboratory equipments. License shall permit inspector to enter. License shall maintain inspection record in Form 35. These are some general criteria. Manufacturer shall make necessary arrangement for the storage of manufactured drug. Licensee of mother tincture should comply the following condition. Crude drugs for manufacture of mother tincture shall be tested, and record of such test shall be maintained for at least 5 years. Okay. Record of total solid content and alcohol content shall be maintained. Tincture is do you know na what is the meaning of tincture? Tincture content alcohol. Okay. Then filling of mother tincture shall be done in neutral bottles. Records of sale of mother tincture shall be maintained along with details such as name and address of person. So here also again, if there is alcohol in it, then if you are formulating the alcoholic preparations, then definitely there are some criteria. The record should be there, the where you bought the raw material and how you are going to store it, then its proper record, the everything you should mention in a as per the law. Then sale of homeopathic medicine. State government may appoint the licensing authority for this purpose. The applicant has to pay the prescribed fees of 10 rupees. Oh, it is too much, right? 10 rupees of fees the for grant of license to sale of homeopathic drugs. Then the sell and distribute homeopathic medicines, they required a license. Okay, the application for the grant of a license, we have already seen that cosmetics and ayurvedic drugs do not require a license for sale. Okay, but the homeopathic medicines require a license to sell, okay, as well as for the distribution. And it is given in the 19b, correct, it is given in the 19b. For the renewal of such license after its expiry, but before 6 months, the applicant has to pay renewal fees of 10 and additional charges at the rate of 8 per month. अगर 6 मंथ के बाद अप्लाई करते हो तो 1 महीने बाद 2 महीने बाद तो ही विल पे either 18 rupees or he will pay the 26 rupees. I means whatever the month he will delay to apply for renewal, that he has to pay. The granted license are issued in the form of in the form 20C for retail sale and in the form of 20D. See, in 19B the application is given, and for retail sale the license is granted in 20C, and for distribution or the wholesale it is granted in 20D, in form 20D. The granted license are valid up to 31st December of the year following the year it should be renewed, unless if it is suspended or cancelled. One thing I want to tell you here about this 31st December. I have yesterday only I have seen my pharmacist license, and I have applied for this pharmacist license in I think August, and I have granted the license in September 2017, correct? So ideally 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. So in 2022 it should expire, but it is expiring in 31st December 2021, करेक्ट. मीन्स अगर जब 5th ईयर लग जाता है तो इट इज मीन्स 8 months. Generally these license are valid for 5 years, correct? But when my 5 years are completing, my 5 years will be complete on September 2022, but my license is expiring on what date? 31st December 2021, means 9 months before 5 years. Means only I have got how much period, that is 4 years and some months, to I think 3 months, 4 years and 3 months, that period I got as a license. But again I get a 6 months more to renew my application. So in 31st December 2021, mean next year December, I have to pay more fees and I have to renew my license in order, if I want to take a benefit of it. Otherwise I will give the extra money in whenever I will require that license. So this is the case. Just I want to clear these things, as we have many times we have seen the 31st December of the following year, but we I also not knowing exactly which 31st December, after 5 years or before 5 years. So now I think everyone is clear which 31st December your license will get expired. If you have still doubt, then you can ask me in live lecture or in the comment. Okay. Conditions of license in form 20C or 20D, means for retail selling as well as for wholesale selling, what are the conditions? So first is, the premises for the sale of homeopathic medicine shall be clean and adequate. The premises shall be under the control of qualified person to supervision and control the sale and distribution of homeopathic medicine. The license shall allow drug inspector to inspect. License shall allow drug inspector to check the record and register, and as well as in case of potentize preparations, uh, in case of potentized preparations packed in containers of 30 ml or less and mother tincture prepared in containers up to potentize is nothing but the potency. I previously I thought it should be patented or something else, but potentized is nothing but the those are the highly potent, highly potent drug means which highly active ingredient should be there in that. So their maximum container should be 30 ml or less. It should not be more than that. Then if it is a mother tincture, then the 60 ml capacity. There is no need to maintain its record for sale. Means we need not to maintain a record for sale, means how much we have sold. Then labeling conditions. So I think these are the similar labeling conditions, only we will see the differences of that. Name of the medicine as per the pharmacopoeia should be there, and the drug description. Then the word homeopathic medicine should be there, means Ayurvedic medicine, homeopathic medicine, Unani medicine, that word should be there. Potency of medicine along with the name of ingredient, that should be there. Percentage of alcohol by volume. Okay, for mother tinctures following additional information should appear. Batch or lot number, manufacturing license number, proprietary name if any, means who is the manufacturer. So name of those persons should be there. So I think this is about the homeopathic as well as Ayurvedic drug. Everything we have seen, labeling, as well as we have seen conditions to grant the license, manufacturing condition, whether Ayurvedic drugs do not require selling license, homeopathic drugs require a selling license. Everything we have seen about the Ayurveda and homeopathy. Now here I am giving you your next assignment. So what is this next assignment? आपको अभी क्या करना है, जैसे हमने मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ एलोपैथिक ड्रग में क्या किया था, शेड्यूल सी, शेड्यूल एक्स, शेड्यूल, इनका हमने एक चार्ट प्रिपेयर किया था, फोर डिफरेंट कॉलम्स बनाए थे और उसमें उनके सिमिलैरिटीज एज वेल एज डिफरेंसेस दिए थे. तो ऐसे अभी हमें इस केस में करना है. हमें क्या करना है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग गाइडलाइंस जो हमने कॉस्मेटिक की पढ़ी और इंपोर्ट गाइडलाइन और एवरीथिंग जो हमने पढ़ा आपकी सिलेबस कॉपी में जो भी दिया है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, सेल, लेबलिंग एंड पैकेजिंग ऑफ कॉस्मेटिक, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, सेल, लेबलिंग एंड कॉस्मेटिक ऑफ आयुर्वेदा, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, सेल, लेबलिंग एंड कॉस्मेटिक ऑफ होम्योपैथी, ये सब आपको इन शॉर्ट एक ही चार्ट में बनाना है. ये आपकी अगली असाइनमेंट है. तो इसके लिए लिंक मैं सेंड करूंगा. इसके लिए टाइम कब तक है ये भी मैं आपको बताऊंगा, लेकिन ये आपकी असाइनमेंट है, ये आप ध्यान में रखो वाइल प्रिपेयरिंग द नोट्स फॉर दिस चैप्टर. तो आपको उसमें क्या क्या डालना है, फॉर्म नंबर डालना है, उसके बाद किसको लाइसेंस रिक्वायर्ड है, किसको लाइसेंस रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है, ये इन्फॉर्मेशन उसमें आनी चाहिए. स्पेशल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग अगर कंडीशन है कोई तो वो आनी चाहिए. वो सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन आप देखो. कॉस्मेटिक के लिए, आयुर्वेदा के लिए, होम्योपैथी के लिए, ये 3 कॉलम्स में आएगा. और एक कॉलम अगर आप बनाना चाहते हो, और आई विल सजेस्ट यू टू प्रिपेयर 1 कॉलम इन दैट यू राइट द बेसिक means drug requirement, allopathic drug requirement also, means what is the difference in allopathic drug and these other 3 drugs. Means in allopathic drugs these are means conditions are more stringent. So what are those conditions? Means already you have written about manufacturing of allopathic drugs, so need not to write in detail about manufacturing of allopathic drug, but in same chart you will write selling of allopathic drug as well as labeling of allopathic drug, means basic conditions, basic differences. So what you will do, you will in short I am telling you, आप एक चार्ट बनाओगे जिसमें आपके अगेन 4 कॉलम होंगे. पहला कॉलम होगा आपका एलोपैथिक ड्रग का, दूसरा कॉलम होगा आपका कॉस्मेटिक का, तीसरा होगा आयुर्वेदा का, चौथा होगा होम्योपैथी का. उसके हर एक कॉलम में आप सिमिलैरिटीज एंड डिफरेंसेस लिखोगे. उसमें आप क्या क्या लिखोगे, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग गाइडलाइन जिसमें आप एलोपैथिक का नहीं लिखा तो भी चलेगा, बिकॉज ऑलरेडी यू हैव सेंड मी वन चार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग इट. सो एलोपैथिक के इसमें मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के यहाँ पे आप डैश कर सकते हो, लेकिन उसमें अभी आपको क्या क्या इंक्लूड करना है. सेलिंग ऑफ एलोपैथिक ड्रग, सेलिंग ऑफ कॉस्मेटिक, आयुर्वेदा, होम्योपैथी, वन बाय वन in each column, then labeling of all four, packaging of all four, and other, if any I have in between the lecture, if I told you any important thing regarding these four, then you have to mention that in that particular chart. Okay, last part of that chart. So 4 column आएंगे again, and ये सारे information उसमें आने चाहिए. That is your assignment. So prepare it and I will send you the link, as well as I will send you the deadline in WhatsApp group. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you.